What's up, y'all? So, I'm about to hit y'all with a story time. First time doing this, but after the day I had, yeah. So, y'all know I work in a beer distributor place. Granted, weekend after the first of the month, weekend after everybody getting their taxes, and it's also a payday weekend. Cool. Sundays, which today is March 3rd. Sundays, we normally slow. So I only have one cashier, one utility person. Utility is a person filling the coolers and keeping the beer stock. So I only have one and one. But today, baby, I felt like I needed a whole staff. I couldn't sit still. I couldn't. We only get 2 10-minute breaks. Me being a manager, I can take breaks when I want to, but I normally stick to the same amount of breaks that I give my employees. So we get 2 breaks. Cool. So I sent my cashier on break. She couldn't even take her whole 10 minutes because I don't know where the hell the line came from. But it's like she lit her cigarette, took 2 pulls, and I'm like, Liz, I need you to come back in. Cool. Killed the rush. Let her go back out and finish her cigarette. Okay, fine. She finished. Now it's my turn to go smoke. I couldn't even make it to the back door before she calling me to come back that she got a line. Slushies. It was like 68 degrees today. And when I say I could not keep the slushies full, oh my God. Every time I filled them, here go another 8, 10 slushies. Today was a day. That's just it not being a normal day. That's not dealing with the drunks or the crazy people. One guy comes in for a slushie. I could tell by his face, he a little intoxicated. Okay, cool. If you not slurring, you not stumbling, or you don't look like you about to drop, it's not my choice. But he dropped his keys, picked the keys up, and went stumbling back like he was gonna fall. Then when it got time for him to tell me what kind of slushie he wanted, he slurring his words. So I'm like, I can't serve you. He didn't understand me. He was Spanish. Cool, got you. Liz, come tell him he not getting no slushie. So she came and translated. He like, no, why? He was like, because you're stumbling, you're slurring, you're clearly intoxicated. And it's none of my business how much you drink. But being a beer distributor, the state looks at us more than they would wine and spirits or Turkey Hill or something like that serves beer. So she's like, no, because God forbid something happens when you leave out of here. Like if he was to get in an accident or something, we would be responsible for serving it. And then the owner would get a fine. Okay, cool. He left. A little bit later, cars parked weird in the parking lot. And I think I was back there doing slushies. And then I had came to the front. And I'm like, what's going on with this car? So Liz was like, I don't know, they've been parked like that for a while and it seems like they're yelling. So can't send her out there. Me being a manager, again, gotta go outside. So I go out there and it's a group of people huddled around one lady, and all I hear her saying is, no, don't call an ambulance, don't call an ambulance. Come to find out, she got dizzy, fell, hit her head on the concrete, and her knee gave out. Okay, cool. Like, you want me to call an ambulance? She was like, no, I don't want to go to the hospital. Don't call an ambulance, don't call an ambulance. But by that time, the place she left out of, somebody from in there had already called. And she was like, no, it's embarrassing. I don't want to go through that. So cool. I went and got her water. She didn't want to drink it. Then it was like, do y'all have ice in there? Because she hit her knee. So I went back inside and got the ice. Cool. So she's steady trying to get up. She's like, no, I just want to go home. I can drive myself home. And everybody's like, how if you messed up your knee? And she was like, no, I don't want to go through the ambulance. I don't want to do all that. Okay, fine. So we hear sirens, ambulance coming. And I'm going to insert the ambulance being outside somewhere in here. But they get there and she's like, no, I don't need medical attention. So they're asking her questions, trying to assess her. And she was like, I had a little bit to drink, but I'm okay to drive. And he's like, me being a official for the city, I can't let you drive because you just told me you were drinking. And she was like, no, I'll be fine. He was like, I can't let you get behind the wheel. So she finally agreed to let someone else drive her car home, and someone followed to bring the other lady back. Fine. Then looking at the customer, I'm like, wait, she's a regular. She comes in there all the time for a strawberry slushie. Sweet old lady. But she was good. She had a thing on her head, messed up her knee. She was bleeding from over her eyebrow. That's how we figured out she hit her head. My main thing was, because it was concrete and you clearly hit your head, you could have a concussion or you can even be bleeding in your brain. But she refused. Okay. They got her in the car. Somebody drove her home. That scene cleared. Then the guy came in, got his 12-pack of Genesee beer, got in the car. They're leaving. And our parking lot is not as big, but it's big enough to where you shouldn't be nowhere near the building when you're backing out. This idiot backs all the way into the dollies, almost through the front door. I'm like, did we just serve him? Come to find out, it wasn't him that came in the store. He had somebody else in the car with him that came in the store and got the beer. So technically that wouldn't have been on us because you're not drinking the beer that we just supplied. You was already like that. So whatever. He didn't damage nothing on the store. He didn't damage nothing on his car. Get out my parking lot. Sundays we close at 8. Love it. Especially because I'm off the next day. Love it. But last Sunday we got the floors stripped, waxed, and buffed, and I had to stay there until 2:30 in the morning to wait for them to finish. So 7:30, I normally pull my second register, start filling the slushies, start closing procedures. So once I count that drawer, I can come down and my cashier can go do they finishing stuff. So when I close at 8, they already good to go. They can just go. So 7:30, Liz come to me, handed me a paper with a guy walking behind her. I'm like, what? She was like, oh, they heard about the floors again. I'm like, what? Baby. Oh. Luckily, we get the floors buffed every 2 weeks. It's not a long process. It was just them stripping and then waxing. That was because it's a big store. So that was hours. But when they come buff, it's not a long process. So I'm like, what? Nobody told me. Normally, she'll tell me when I come in on a Sunday, oh, they'll be here to do the floors. Nothing. Or to be on the calendar. It's done every 2 Sundays. Nothing on the calendar for the month of March. Okay, cool. Go ahead, do your floors. So they finished. Signed their paper, sent them on their way. 7:59, getting ready to close the doors. I'd be damned if a car don't pull up. Y'all open? Yeah, if you know what you want. I don't play them games. If we set to close at 9 o'clock by 8:55, if you're not, 8:55. If you're not in my parking lot, you won't get nothing. On Sundays by 7:55, if you're not in the parking lot, I normally turn them away. But the 4 people were still in there. And we still had stuff to do anyway. So come get your beer and go about your business. He did that. Left out. He backing out. Car pulling in. They almost crashed. So yeah, I hurried up and shut them doors. I don't want to be witness to nothing. I ain't seen nothing, don't know nothing. You got your beer, you out my store. We are closed. Close the gate down. The store's completely closed now. Phone ring. What time y'all close? You shit out of luck, we closed already. Like, no, we not supposed to talk to the customers like that, but for a Sunday, just because it was 68 degrees, I'm not ready for the summer. And the crazy part is I started last summer, so I know what it's like in the summertime. But we ain't even get to spring yet, and y'all niggas acting a fool over there. It's not even liquor. We sell no liquor. Everything is beer. And this is how y'all act? Yeah. But I'm sorry, y'all. I just needed to vent. Just simply what it is. I just got home from work. About to shower, eat, and probably watch Netflix. Or I might get on a game. I don't even know. I just got to woosah for a second. Sip on my slushie for a little bit. Unwind. Because today was a day for it to be a Sunday. Until next time, continue to take the journey with me. I'm out of here.